If you were to come and ask me, James, what do I do in order to get my fans to fit in my case where my DDR RAM is slightly larger to where my fans won't fit? One thing I would tell you not to do is to get a Dremel and Dremel out the pieces of the fan in order to make it fit. And I repeat, this is definitely a do as I say and not as I do type of video. Throughout anywhere anybody will tell you, if you're a YouTuber or whatever, if you build computers for a living, you do not modify parts to a PC. By doing this, you do own said product. There is no return policy anymore. You had any type of warranty that you had. This is now voided, at least for the AIO that I'm going to try to modify. If you watched my live stream about a couple days ago, I decided to build this PC, and I came into a little bit of a problem where I have Corsair DDR4, I believe it's the Vengeance series, RGB, and I also have a Corsair H115i RGB AIO. And the case that I went with also is a Corsair 4000X RGB. And there is just not enough clearance to put the fans on my RAD and actually have my RAM in there. Now, traditionally, you can do one of two things. Or I could do a couple of different things instead of the mad scientist idea that I have right now. But hey, I need content, so there you go. I could go and see if I could get more lower profile fans. These are 140 millimeter fans. They do make lower profile ones. That's one option I could do. Option two, return to RAD and get a completely different new RAD. Now, depending on where you bought it from, you can kind of run into areas where you have either a restocking fee, and in some cases, they just won't let you return a product that is already open. So that's a caveat. And the other thing, too, I could possibly do, different case. The latter of those would be the inexpensive route, I think, without having to do any type of special modification, would be try to find a lower profile PC fan. But instead, what I wanted to do, I really want to get into PC modding, and I know in order to do PC modding, a Dremel comes in really handy. So because of that, I decided to purchase a Dremel. In hindsight, I probably went with the most expensive route because this is $100. Its battery is cordless, but what the initial plan is to drill out, I'm not even sure if you can see that, I marked with a little bit of permanent marker there, and to just kind of grind that out and take out that little bit part, and hopefully my RAM will fit once I demolish this fan. God help me. Now, again, I have no idea if this is going to work. I haven't used, well, that's a lie. I have used Dremels in the past. Never have I made a PC modification to such that I've had to actually Dremel out things. If you're doing this, make sure you got your shit lined up. That's one thing I will say for sure. This is no way a tutorial, by the way. Do not do this. I repeat, this is a very stupid idea, but again, content. Try to give you guys a little bit of an up close and personal shot. So here's the RAD. There's one fan connected to there. Even the clearance on the fan itself, where it actually connects to where the I/O shield on the board is pretty close, but I think that'll be okay. So the plan is, as you can, well, first, as you can see, it's just shy, not even that much of not being able to fit. So I can play around with the spacing of the fan. So what I want to think is I want to put the RAD up a little bit more. And what I think is I just take all this part off here to be able to kind of slide it in. It's either it's either going to work or it's not going to work, and I'm going to buy low profile fans. So again, this is a test. I'm just actually kind of curious to see if I can do it. The jankiness is going to continue. I don't have a clamp to put that down. So obviously you want to secure it so it doesn't go anywhere. But I do have a 20-pound weight. I guess moment of truth. Safety goggles and all that. Again, this is not a tutorial. Don't do this, please. I'm going to start on a low setting and see what happens. Okay, that's promising. It's not moving out the way, so let's speed it up a little. Dude, Dremels are cool. That came out so good. I am actually impressed, at least from the aesthetic look. I didn't, pardon the expression, I didn't fuck the fan up. I did not think I would be that good of a Dremel. Now, if I really wanted to get clean up, you know, just kind of the little spots right here. But honestly, who's going to be looking into the case all that much? That's good enough. Now, the biggest thing, and again, that is clean, dude, is that I get enough clearance. More than enough. That is perfect. Now, you will notice one thing, though. That is just one. The other, I think we're still going to run into a little clearance problem. Worst case, this will just have 16 gigs of RAM and not 32. Which at this point, if I lose out on one stick of RAM, so be it. For what it's worth, not that I'm going to recommend doing this, I did a pretty good job. Okay, in the end, it did work. But as I stated in the start of this video, don't do this. But at least I'll have a working system and I'm able to finish this build. I don't know if I'll live stream it. At least I'll show the results on my social media page. Appreciate you coming along for the ride, guys. See ya.